Ok, các bạn vô cái phần livestream đi các bạn. Thấy được chưa? Thấy cái bài được chưa? Ok. Rồi mình sẽ nghe trước một lần ha, rồi chúng ta sẽ đọc. Bài này nó khó hơn xíu nha mấy đứa. Từ vựng nó cũng mới hơn tí. Mình nâng từ từ lên ha.
Naval architects never claimed that a ship is
Để cô đổi cái âm thanh đó.
unsinkable, but the sinking of the passenger and car ferry Estonia in the Baltic surely should have never have happened. It was well designed and carefully maintained. It carried the proper number of lifeboats. It had been thoroughly inspected the day of its fatal voyage. Yet hours later, the Estonia rolled over and sank in a cold, stormy night. It went down so quickly that most of those on board, caught in their dark, flooding cabins, had no chance to save themselves. Of those who managed to scramble overboard, only 139 survived. The rest died of hypothermia before the rescuers could pluck them from the cold sea. The final death toll amounted to 912 souls. However, there were an unpleasant number of questions about why the Estonia sank and why so many survivors were men in the prime of life, while most of the dead were women, children, and the elderly.
Ok, bây giờ sẽ chỉnh cho nó chậm lại xíu ha. Rồi mình sẽ này nhanh quá không? Nghe kịp không?
Không kịp chị ơi.
Dạ hơi nhanh nè.
Ok, chỉnh lại 0,5 ha.
Naval architects never claimed that a ship.
Tốc độ này chắc ok đúng không?
Dạ được rồi chị.
Ok, đi xem rồi. Bạn nào đọc trước đây? Rồi, đầu danh sách nha. Đạt nha. Để cô mở cho cái câu đầu tiên ha.
That a ship is unsinkable, but the sinking of the passenger and car ferry Estonia in the Baltic surely should have never have happened.
Ok, Đạt ơi, đọc Đạt ơi.
Dạ. Có nghe tiếng ở bên kia không ta?
Nghe rồi đó.
Dạ. Naval architects never claimed that a ship is unsinkable, but the sinking of the passenger and car ferry Estonia in the Baltic certainly should have never have happened.
Ok. Naval architects, chữ CH mình đọc là chữ K. Architects.
Yes.
Architect.
Ok, architect. Rồi claim, có chữ K đầu nữa này. Claim.
Claim.
Rồi, từ này ship nhớ ha. Ship. Ship ha. Rồi, unsinkable. Ok. Passenger. Ger ha. Passenger. Cộng nữa lên ha. Passenger.
Ferry.
Estonia. Okay. Surely. Ok. Happened. Ok, rồi, đâu Đạt đọc lại lần nữa xem.
Naval architect never.
Không phải chi. Architect.
Naval architect never claimed.
Naval architects.
Naval architects never claimed that a ship is unsinkable, but the sinking of the passenger and car ferry Estonia in the Baltic surely should have never have happened.
Không, happened. Không có happen gì nha. Happened. ha.
happened.
Ok. Rồi, câu thứ hai. Tới Dương nha Dương ơi.
It was well designed and carefully maintained. It carried the proper number of lifeboats. It had been thoroughly inspected the day of its fatal voyage.
Dạ em nghe cô ơi. Em nói
Rồi.
gì cô nghe không cô?
Nghe. Dạ.
Dạ ok. Dạ. It were well designed and carefully maintained. I carried a proper number of lifeboats. It had been thoroughly inspected the days of its fatal fatal. Cái từ tiếp theo luôn cô đọc mà em.
Voyage.
Voi dạ. Dạ.
Ok.
Voi dạ.
Mấy cái âm cuối ed á ha, mình nhớ là mấy cái âm này ha. It was well designed.
It were well designed.
Âm này cuối là nó kết thúc vào âm n, nó phiên âm ra thì mình lặp lại decide.
Decide.
Âm D cuối ha, ed này nè, decide ha.
Dạ.
Carry.
Rồi, tiếp tục maintained. Y chang âm cuối là em n luôn. Maintained.
Maintained.
Rồi, carried ha.
Been thoroughly.
Rồi, cái này là proper.
Proper.
Có chữ P đầu, proper.
Proper.
Okay. Rồi, lifeboats. Life có chữ F giữa. Lifeboats.
Of lifeboat.
Rồi, thoroughly.
Thoroughly. Thoroughly.
Cái này thì mình sẽ đọc là âm it ha, expected.
Expected.
Ok. Fatal.
Fatal. Fire.
Ok, voyage. Rồi, đọc lại một lần nữa đi ha Dương.
Yeah. It were well designed and carefully maintained. It carried the proper number of lifeboats. It had been thoroughly inspected the days of its fatal fire.
Hurry.
Rồi, tới Nhi Nhi ơi.
Yet hours later,
Yeah.
the Estonia rolled over and sank in a cold, stormy night. It went down so quickly that most of those on board, caught in their dark, flooding cabins, had no chance to save themselves. Of those who managed to scramble overboard, only 139 survived.
Rồi, đọc từ đây ha.
Yeah. It's how later.
Yet.
Yes,
Yes.
how later.
Hours. Hours.
Hour.
Carry.
Yes, hour later.
Estonia.
The
Nearly.
The Estonia.
The Estonia.
The Italia
So quickly.
rolled
Road.
over and sank
And to shoot.
and sank in a cold
Cold.
Cold.
Is it? Back.
Tommy night.
Night.
Over. Only.
Tommy
29.
night.
Phúc ơi. Tắt
Vâng.
cái mic đi Phúc. Tắt mic đi Phúc. Rồi, Nhi đọc tiếp đi Nhi.
It went down so quickly. That's most
Quickly. Chữ
Quickly.
Quickly.
That's most of tow on
Dose.
board.
Chữ này là dose.
Dose.
Có chữ S à? Dose.
Those on board. Caught in the caught in the dark.
Dare công lưỡi lên. Dare dark.
Cold in their dark. Ủa, đúng không cô?
Okay. Caught in their dark.
Caught in their dark. Loading, cutting,
Flooding.
loading,
Không, chữ F đầu.
loading,
Chữ F đầu.
loading,
Flooding. Chữ flooding.
loading,
Không đọc là chữ
flooding,
O, nó hai chữ O nhưng mà không phải là mình đọc là chữ O. Flooding.
flooding, flooding,
Cô vẫn nghe chữ O ta. Nó không phải là chữ O nha Nhi. Flood.
dạ,
Flooding.
flooding, cuppings, hay, has no train to sell themselves, of told
Those.
of those who manage to
Ở khúc cuối nào nó có chữ ch. Manage.
to
Scramble.
gamble
Chữ S đầu.
overboard,
Chữ S đầu.
gamble,
Scramble.
overboard. Only 1,000.
Bao nhiêu?
100. 90.
And 39.
190.
Số 3 là nhiều, 30 là nhiều.
30 là 30.
39.
Này.
Vậy 39 đâu sao?
30.
Sao đâu? Bây giờ 30.
39.
Ok.
139. Surprise.
Rồi, đọc lại câu đó đi Nhi.
Yes, hours later.
Later.
The Estonia rolled over and
Không, cái này không đọc
rolled over and sank in a cold.
Có chữ cuối là cold. Stormy night.
It went down so quickly.
It went down. Quickly. Cờ, em đọc chữ cờ.
Quickly.
Quick chứ không phải là quick nha. Cờ, quickly.
Quickly.
Đúng rồi.
Quickly. That most of those on board caught in their dark flooding cabins.
Nó không phải chữ O nha. Nó không phải chữ O. Không đọc chữ O.
Flooding cabins has no train to sell themselves. Of those who manage.
Không có maintain.
Manage.
Đây từ này.
Manage to scramble.
Không, scramble.
Scramble.
Chữ S đầu ha, scramble.
overboard. Only 139 survived.
139 survived.
139 survived.
Ok. Rồi, ok, cảm
Dạ.
ơn Nhi.
Dạ.
Rồi, tiếp theo tới Thi nè nha Thi.
The rest died of hypothermia before the rescuers could pluck them from the
Yes.
cold sea.
Cô ơi,
Sao đó?
dạ cô, tại vì em còn trong không gian sách á, em tới giờ về cô cho em thoát nhóm một xíu nha cô.
Ok, thôi đi em.
Dạ. Để mà cô kêu em rồi cô kiếm em không có rồi cô đợi á.
Rồi, vậy đi, vậy cẩn thận.
Dạ.
The final cold sea. Hypothermia before the rescuers could pluck them from the died of hypothermia before the rescuers could pluck them from the cold sea. The final death toll amounted to 912 souls.
Rồi, Thi đọc Thi ơi.
Dạ.
Rồi,
The
đọc thôi.
the rest died of
Hypothermia.
hypothermia. Bị-
Hypothermia.
Hypothermia.
Thermia.
Hypothermia.
Mia.
Hypothermia.
Hypothermia.
Hypothermia. Before the rescue
Rescuers.
rescuer could
PS nữa. Rescuers.
rescuers could lose
Block.
lock them from the cold sea. The wings,
Final.
the final dies.
Death.
The final death son
Amounted.
amounted to nine amounted to 900 tails
And
so and tails so
có S nữa.
shows. However,
Không.
Hả?
Câu đó thôi, đọc lại đi.
the rest die. Hypothermia mean us.
Hypothermia.
Hypothermia before the
Rescuers.
rescuer could lock
Block.
them from the cold shore.
Sea.
Sea.
Cold
The cold-
sea.
The cold sea. The final death son amounted to 9 and 12.
912
912
souls.
so
Ok. Rồi,
Dạ.
tới Phúc nè, Phúc ơi.
However, there were an unpleasant number of questions about why the Estonia sank and why so many survivors were men in the prime of life, while most of the dead were women, children, and the elderly.
However, they were unless their There, there were an inflation number of questions about why the Estonia sank and why how many survived were men in the realm of life, while most of the dead were women, children, and the elder.
Ok, rồi đọc lại từ này. Unpleasant.
Unpleasant,
Question.
unpleasant
Ừ.
question,
Ha, mình không đọc là sần, trần. Questions.
questions,
Ừ.
questions,
Quờ, chữ quờ. Questions.
questions,
Chữ quờ em, chữ quờ. Questions.
questions.
Ok. Tại mình thường mình hay đọc nhầm nó là question đúng không? Nó là không. Questions. Nó không phải là sần. Questions.
Yeah. Questions.
Estonia.
Estonia.
Ok. Survivors.
Survivors.
Frame
Survivors.
of life.
From
Of.
life. Life.
Rồi. Đây là women.
Women.
Số nhiều ha. Số ít á mình mới đọc là woman. Số nhiều mình sẽ đọc là women.
Women.
Children.
Children.
And the elderly.
And the elderly.
Rồi đây đọc lại xem.
However, there were an unpleasant number were question.
Chữ quờ, chữ ca.
Question.
Questions.
Question. Question.
Sờ nữa. Questions.
Questions about why the Estonia sank and why so many survivors were men in the realm of life, while most of the dead were women, children, and the elderly.
Ok, good. Nào, bây giờ mình sẽ đọc lại nha. Sang sẽ đọc đầu tiên nha Sang.
Naval architects never claimed that a ship is unsinkable, but the sinking of the passenger and car ferry Estonia in the Baltic surely should have never have happened.
Dạ.
Rồi, Sang đọc đi.
Naval architect never claimed that a ship is unsinkable, but the sinking of the passenger and car ferries Estonia in the Baltic surely should have never have happened.
Architects. Các bạn hay bị nhầm chữ này đọc chữ chi hết nè, chữ k.
Yeah.
Architects.
Yeah.
Rồi, cái này clam. Chữ c á, thường chữ c nó sẽ phiên âm là chữ k. Clam.
Yeah. Clam.
Unsinkable.
Không,
Sang bị cái lỗi là chữ sờ á. Cái này nè, em mới đọc là chữ ship.
Yeah.
Còn này em đọc bình thường thôi. Sinkable.
Yeah. Unsinkable.
Không có cần phải công lưỡi ha. Unsinkable. Chỉ sờ bình thường thôi nha.
Yeah.
Này cũng vậy.
Sinking.
Passenger. Đừng có công lưỡi ghi ha. Passenger. Okay. Yeah. Estonia.
Estonia.
Ported.
Ported.
Ok, này mới là chủ yếu nè. Surely.
Surely.
Should.
Should.
Ok, happened.
Happened.
Ok, các bạn xem đọc lại đi.
Noble. Architect.
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 Nhấn vào
Never.
đầu. Nhấn vào đầu. Architects.
Architect.
Architects.
Architect.
Nó không phải là tiệc nữa, nó là tệ. Architects.
Architects.
Ok.
Never claim that a ship is unsinkable.
Không. Unsinkable.
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 Không, chứ sờ không. Đừng. Sờ với sờ nó khác nha. Unsinkable.
Unsinkable. But the sinking of the passenger.
Passenger. Chờ thôi. Passenger.
Passenger. And car ferries.
Car.
And car ferries. Estonia. In the Baltic.
Công lưỡi lên có chữ L nè. Baltic.
Surely should have never has happened.
Health. Health.
Have happened.
Rồi, ok, kêu sang. Tới Tuấn nha Tuấn ơi.
Em nói cô nghe không cô?
Nghe.
It was well designed and carefully maintained. It carried the proper number of lifeboats. It had been thoroughly inspected the day of its fatal voyage.
It was well designed and carefully maintained. It carried the proper number of lifeboats. It had been thoroughly inspected the day of its fatal. Từ đây em không biết.
Voyage. Nó thật ra cái từ ở sau nó bị cong á, mình chỉ đọc cái từ đầu thôi. Voyage. Ok, voyage. Thoroughly. Chữ TH đầu. Thoroughly. Thẻ lưỡi ra nha. Thoroughly.
Thoroughly.
Rồi, đọc lại một lần nữa xem.
It was well designed and carefully maintained. It carried the proper number of lifeboats. It had been thoroughly inspected the day of its motor voyage.
Ok, very good. Tới Đạt nha Đạt ơi.
Yet hours later, the Estonia rolled over and sank in a cold, stormy night. It went down so quickly that most of those on board, caught in their dark, flooding cabins, had no chance to save themselves. Of those who managed to scramble overboard, only 139 survived.
Cô là đi coi. It went down. Bắt đầu từ Z rồi cô.
Đúng rồi.
Yet hours later, the Estonia rolled over and sank in a cold, stormy night. It went down so quickly that most of those aboard, caught in their dark, floating cabins, had no chance to save themselves. Of those who managed to scramble overboard, only 139 survived.
Rồi, mấy cái từ này ha. Road, mình không có là road. Nó có thúc âm L cho nên mình sẽ đọc nó làm D. road,
road,
sank, ending sound, sank.
sank,
Nhớ đọc rõ mấy cái ending sound ra nha. Rồi stormy night.
stormy night. Bây giờ mũi cắn.
Rồi ok. Manage,
Manage,
scramble.
ramble.
Ok. Ok, Đạt đọc lại lần nữa xem.
Nguyên đoạn nữa con.
Đây nè.
Yeah. Yet hours later, the Estonia rolled over and sank in a cold, stormy night. It went down so quickly that most of those aboard caught in their dark,
Caught chứ phải khao.
caught in their
Dark.
flooding cabin had no chance to save themselves. Of those who managed to scramble overboard, only 139 survived.
Survived. Survived. Ok. Rồi, tiếp theo Nhi nha, chuẩn bị nha.
Dạ.
The rest died of hypothermia before the rescuers could pluck them from the cold sea. The final death toll amounted to 912 souls.
The rest die of chữ đó đọc sao vậy con?
Hypothermia.
Hypothermia.
Thermia ha.
Hypothermia. Before the
Rescuers.
Rescuer could look them from the
cold sea.
The final
Death.
Có
TH cuối á. Death.
Amounted to 900 and
12 đồng sao?
900 and em quên số 12 đọc sao?
912.
912
souls. Rồi, đọc lại xem.
The rest died of hypothermia. Hypothermia before the rescuers could pluck them from the coast. The final death toll amounted to 912 souls.
Ok. Rồi, thank you Nhi.
Dạ.
Thi nha, chuẩn bị nha.
However, there were an unpleasant number of questions about why the Estonia sank and why so many survivors were men in the prime of life, while most of the dead were women, children, and the elderly.
Rồi, Thi đọc Thi ơi.
Dạ. However, there were and lessen numbers of the question about with the
Why?
wise the Estonia sent and with so many
Why? Trên này why chứ we. Why?
wise so why so many sub our with watchmen in the right
Ram.
of ram of the life. Why all most of the deaths was women, children, and the elderly.
Women. Tên này là
Women.
women. The
Women.
elderly. The elderly.
The elderly.
Rồi, đọc lại một lần nữa xem.
However, there was
Were.
and
There were.
however there were and lesson numbers of the question about why does Estonia sing and why so many our
Survivors.
survivor were mentioned in the right of life, while most of the deaths was women, children, and the elderly.
Women. Okay.
Yeah.
Thì
Yeah.
Gì vậy? Ủa mở tiếng này sao vậy ba? Cái là một phim hả? Chừng nào học?
Naval Arc.
ok, tiếp theo.
Phải chưa?
Có bé Quang mới vô đúng không? Bé Quang, hello bé Quang.
Bây giờ càng có
Không, con là cà rốt, nó là cô giáo.
cô giáo đó. Ủa đây đang dịch tiếng hả?
Hello bé Quang. Bé Quang nghe được không?
Hello.
Dạ nghe
Hello.
này Hoàng. Hello đi.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good.
Okay. Bây giờ cô sẽ mở một cái đoạn nhỏ nhỏ ha. Bé Quang nghe bé Quang đọc lại giùm cô ha.
Ok.
Okay.
Naval architects never claimed that a ship is unsinkable, but the sinking of the passenger and car ferry Estonia in the Baltic surely should have never have happened.
Ok, bé Quang đọc lại xem nào.
Đọc đi. Okay, I cannot hear. I did not hear. Can you do it again? Can you do it again? I did not hear.
You cannot hear?
Yes.
Okay. So we play again. Can you see on the screen the passage?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the sinking of the passenger and car ferry Estonia in the Baltic surely should have never have happened.
The singing of the passengers and the carry food that injury in the battleship would never should have never seen that have happened.
Okay, so you will repeat again. Architects.
Architect.
Architects.
Architect.
Okay, very good. Clam.
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 No, you should say clam.
Clam. Clam.
Okay. Unsinkable.
Unsinkable.
Okay, very good. Okay, the passenger.
The passenger.
P. Letter P. Letter P. P. Passenger.
Passenger.
Again, please. Passenger.
The passenger.
Okay. Estonia.
Estonia.
Okay. Ported.
Arctic.
Surely.
Surely.
Sure. Surely.
Surely.
You should say surely.
Surely.
Should.
Should.
Happened.
Happen.
Okay, so can you repeat the whole sentence for me, please? Naval.
Naval.
Architects.
Architect. Neighbor.
Never.
Frame.
Clam.
Frame. That. The. Ship.
A ship.
A ship. Is unsinkable.
Okay, very good.
But
But.
the
Sinking.
sinking of the passenger and poet
Car. Ferry. Estonia. Okay. In the Baltic.
So
Surely.
should have never
Okay.
happened.
Okay, very good. Thanks a lot, Quang. Okay, the next sentence words belong to another person, so can you wait for a moment, Quang? Ok, câu tiếp theo sẽ là Phúc nha Phúc ơi.
It was well designed and carefully maintained. It carried the proper number of lifeboats. It had been thoroughly inspected the day of its fatal voyage.
Ok. Rồi, Phúc đọc đi.
It was well designed and carefully maintained. It carried the proper number of lifeboats. It had been thoroughly inspected the day of its fatal voyage.
Okay. It was well designed.
Besides,
Okay. Maintained. Rồi, từ đây carried. Proper. Có chữ P đầu ha. Proper. Này đọc là number.
Number.
Okay. Lifeboats.
lifeboat.
Ok. Fatal voyage.
Fatal voyage.
Ok, em đọc lại từ đầu đi ha.
It had well designed and carefully maintained. It carried in proper number of lifeboats.
Number trên nào nè? No,
Num-
number.
number
Ok.
number of lifeboats. It had been thoroughly inspected in a day of its fatal voyage.
Ok. Rồi, ok. Câu tiếp theo Sang nha Sang.
Yet hours later, the Estonia rolled over and sank in a cold, stormy night. It went down so quickly that most of those on board, caught in their dark, flooding cabins, had no chance to save themselves. Of those who managed to scramble overboard, only 139 survived.
Yeah. Yet how later the Estonian and Estonian rolled over and sank in a cold, stormy night. It went down so quickly that most of those on board uh, crowd in the dark routine cabins had to train to save themselves. Of those who managed to
Scramble.
chữ đó scramble overboard, only 139 survived.
Ok, từ này đọc là hours.
Our
Ok. Road.
road
Ok. Caught.
caught
Flooding.
blooded
Ok. Manage.
many
Scramble.
scramble
Survive.
survive.
Ok, đọc lại lần nữa đi.
Yes, hour later, the Estonian
Đứng trước nguyên âm mình đọc
the,
là đi.
Estonian rolled over and sank here in a
Sank.
cold
Không,
sank
tập chữ S lại. Sank.
sank
Yeah. Đọc giống cái tên của em ạ. Sank.
sank sank
Ok.
in a cold stormy night. It went down so quickly
Quick.
that
Quick, no.
would
Quickly.
quickly as most of those on spot
Dose nhá. Dose.
those on board uh, caught
Caught.
caught in the dark blooding cabins are not trained to seldom
Chance. Had no
trained
chance. Chance.
has no chance
Ừ.
to sell themselves up up those who
Dose.
manage
Nhớ mấy cái từ này có S ra. Dose.
those
Ừ.
who manage to ramble overboard. Only 139 survived.
Ok, thank you. Ok, đoạn tiếp theo mình sẽ sao? Oh, sorry.
The rest died.
Ok. Tiếp theo là tới Đạt ha. Lên tới Tuấn ha Tuấn.
Of hypothermia before the rescuers could pluck them from the cold sea. The final death toll amounted to 912 souls.
The rest died of hypothermia before the rescuers could pluck them from the cold sea. The final death toll amounted to 910 souls.
Okay, very good. Nhớ chữ TH nha. Hypothermia. Ha. Tới cái bát thờ đúng là hypothermia.
Hypothermia.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Rồi tới Đan với Đạt ơi.
However, there were an unpleasant number of questions about why the Estonia sank and why so many survivors were men in the prime of life, while most of the dead were women, children, and the elderly.
However, there are a pleasant number of questions about why the Estonian sank and why so many survivors were men in the prime of life, while most of the dead were women, children, and the elderly.
Okay, đầu tiên. Questions. Đọc cái từ này là em. Questions.
Question.
Ok. Rồi, mấy cái âm cuối thôi. Survivors.
Survivors.
Life. While. Ok. Women. Không có mình. Một người phụ nữ thì em đọc là woman. Còn nhiều thì em đọc là women. No. Women.
Woman.
Đây nè, chỗ này chữ E nè, nó không phải chữ E. Khi nào nó là chữ A thì em đọc là woman. Còn này là women. Rồi. Children. Okay. The elderly. Ok, rồi, em đọc lại lần nữa xem.
However, there are a pleasant number of questions about why the Estonia sank and why so many survivors were men in the prime
này không đọc là
were men
okay.
in the prime of life, while most in the dead were women, children, children,
chứ không phải
and
women nữa.
women,
okay.
Women, children, and the elderly.
Từ này đọc là while. Ok. Nhớ nha, từ này đọc là women. Chứ đừng. Women là không có nè. Chỉ có woman thì có, chứ mà women là không có. Nó số nhiều á, nó sẽ đọc là women. Ok, rồi, thank you bạn Đạt. Tới Nhi nha.
Naval architects never claimed that a ship is unsinkable, but the sinking of the passenger and car ferry Estonia in the Baltic surely should have never have happened.
Ok, Nhi đọc đi.
Yeah. Naval architects never architects never
architects
never claimed that a ship is unsinkable, but the sinking of the passenger and car ferry Estonia in the Baltic surely should have never happened.
từ này mình không có cần đọc health đâu. Health, nhẹ thôi, chữ V nó nhẹ thôi. Health.
Health.
Chứ nó không phải là hai âm là health nha. Health.
Dạ. Health.
Ok. Rồi, tới đọc đỡ lên rồi đó. Rồi, tới Thi ơi.
It was well designed and carefully maintained. It carried the proper number of lifeboats. It had been thoroughly inspected the day of its fatal voyage.
Yeah. It was well
Decide
and carefully maintained. Maintain is carries the proper numbers of the lifeboats. It has been thoroughly inspected the days of its fatal voyage. It was well design and carefully maintained. It carries the robust numbers of the lifeboats. It has been thoroughly inspected the days of and fatal voyage.
Ok, thank you Thi.
Dạ.
Bé Quang ơi, tới bé Quang đọc nha.
Yet hours later, the Estonia rolled over and sank in a cold, stormy night. It went down so quickly that most of those on board, caught in their dark, flooding cabins, had no chance to save themselves. Of those who managed to scramble overboard, only 139 survived.
Yet hours later, the
Estonia
rolled over and sank a cold stormy night. It down so quickly.
It went down so quickly
that most of those it went down so quick that
quickly
that most of those on board caught in their dark flooded
cabins
have no chance to save themselves or who
those
hills
manage
to scramble overboard. Only 139 survived.
Okay, very good. Can you repeat the sentence again, please?
Yet hours later, the Yon,
Estonia. The Estonia.
roll over and think of the cold
Stormy night.
stormy
Mhm.
that down so
Quickly.
quickly that most of them
Those.
on
Those.
those
Mm.
those on both caught in the dark broad
Flooding.
flooded
Cabins.
cabins have no chance to save themselves of the
Those.
those
Mm.
who managed to scramble overboard. Only 139 survived.
Okay, very good. Thanks a lot, little one. Okay, sau đây Phúc nha Phúc ơi.
The rest died of hypothermia before the rescuers could pluck them from the cold sea. The final death toll amounted to 912 souls.
The rest died of hypothermia before the rescuer could pluck them from the cold sea. The final death toll amounted to 912 souls.
Okay, 912.
912.
12, đọc chữ 12 bình thường nhẹ thôi. 12.
12.
Rồi em đọc lại cái câu sao?
The rest died of hypothermia before the rescuer could pluck them from the cold sea.
The cold sea.
The cold sea. The final death toll amounted to 912 souls.
Okay, thank you. Right, the last sentence. Sang nha Sang.
Yeah.
However, there were an unpleasant number of questions about why the Estonia sank and why so many survivors were men in the prime of life, while most of the dead were women, children, and the elderly.
Yeah. However, there was an unpleasant number of questions about why the Estonian sank and why so many survivors were
Were.
were men in a prime of life, while most of the deaths were women, children, and the elderly.
Okay, ổn rồi đó. Có mấy cái
Yeah.
chỗ mấy cái chỗ Sang lưu ý mấy cái chữ sờ đó nha. Sank. Survivors. Chữ đó chữ sờ bình thường thôi ha. Questions. Em hay bị cái lỗi là chữ share. Có nhiều người đọc chữ share rất là khó khăn, nhưng mà em đọc rất là dễ dàng, nhưng mà em đọc rất là nhiều bị nhầm lẫn giữa âm sờ và âm share, cho nên luyện từ từ lại ha.
Yeah.
Ok, rồi hôm nay học nhiêu thôi nha em. Ngày mai học nữa. Bé Quang ơi. Today we just we finished here and see you tomorrow at 9 p.m. Vietnam time. Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye bye and good night.
Bye bye.
Bye. Goodbye, teacher.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.